right. So you're here because you want to learn something new quickly, right? Like cut through all the noise and just understand what's actually changing in the world.
Yeah, that's it.
And, well, you've come to the right place.
Absolutely.
We're about to do a deep dive into something that's honestly pretty revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's happening right now, and it's really pretty remarkable.
It really is.
It is how AI, artificial intelligence, is completely transforming the world of music video creation.
Right.
You know, think about this. The ability to make a music video that looks professional and sounds incredible.
Yeah.
That used to be locked away, in these expensive studios with specialized teams.
Huge teams.
But AI is like opening that door wider than ever before.
It really is. And it's, we've been looking at some really interesting blog posts and articles about this.
Yeah.
Focusing especially on this platform called Freebeat.ai.
Okay.
And our goal today is to really understand the core ways that AI is changing how music videos are made. And what that means for literally anyone who has a song and wants to bring it to life visually.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that long ago that creating a music video that looked good and sounded professional was like climbing a mountain.
Absolutely.
You were talking about serious investments in equipment.
Oh, yeah. Tons of equipment.
And, software that felt like it was designed to make you feel stupid.
Yeah.
And then you needed a crew of experts who all had doctorates in their specific little area of expertise.
So specialized.
It felt like you needed a PhD just to get the music to line up with the pictures.
Oh, absolutely. And it's it used to be this whole different ballgame.
Yeah.
It was this whole world that was just so difficult to break into.
Yeah, and what's so fascinating is how AI has just completely changed that whole game.
Changed the landscape, yeah.
It's not just about having a creative spark in your head anymore.
No.
AI is taking care of all the really tedious stuff, all the technical things.
Right.
Even suggesting new creative avenues.
Absolutely. And that's one of the things that I find really exciting about it is that, it's not just about making the technical aspects easier.
Right.
It's also about opening up creative possibilities that people might not have even thought of before.
Yeah, for example, artists who maybe don't have a huge budget to do tons of market research.
Right.
Now they can get data-driven suggestions from AI.
Absolutely.
Which could help their music video go viral.
Yeah.
Or reach specific audiences that they never would have been able to connect with before.
Niche audiences.
Yeah. So it's really interesting.
It is.
When you actually break down the steps of making a music video, the ways that AI is helping are almost unbelievable.
Yeah.
We're talking about automating all those boring tasks that used to take hours and hours of editing time.
Right.
Like making sure that the visuals hit perfectly on the beat of the music, getting the color palettes just right, and making sure that the transitions between shots are smooth. AI is just taking all that stuff off the creator's plate.
Yeah, I mean, just think about beat detection.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day,
yeah,
you would spend hours trying to sync things up manually, frame by frame.
Right.
And it was so frustrating because you could never get it exactly right.
Oh, yeah.
But now with AI, it can analyze the music and understand the rhythm in a way that we just couldn't before.
Yeah.
So when you want something to hit on a specific beat, it just does.
Perfectly.
Perfectly.
It's amazing.
It is.
And it's not just the technical stuff.
Oh, no, not at all.
AI can also actually give creators some really valuable insights.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about the big picture,
yeah,
AI can now analyze trends.
Like what kinds of trends?
What visuals are really grabbing people's attention, what styles are popular, things like that. And then it can suggest ideas that creators might not have even considered.
Right.
So it's really about giving artists more information so they can make better creative decisions.
And it's not just guesswork anymore.
No, it's data-driven.
It's this powerful partnership, right?
Yeah.
Where AI isn't trying to replace the human artist.
No.
It's more this super efficient and precise assistant.
Right.
It takes care of all the tedious stuff.
Yeah.
So the human artist can really focus on telling the story and, having that artistic vision.
Exactly. And the platforms like Freebeat.ai that we were looking at,
Yeah.
they really embody this partnership. They make it possible to get professional level results without needing a huge budget or a ton of people working on it.
Yeah. And it's really interesting to see how these tools are actually changing the whole process of making a music video.
They are. And one of the most significant ways they're doing that is through advanced beat syncing.
Right. And that was something that really stood out to me in the articles that we were reading.
Absolutely.
Because it used to be that you had to manually mark every single beat in the music and then try to drag and drop your visuals to match up.
Right. It was so tedious.
It was so tedious. And now these AI tools, they can actually listen to the music as it plays and figure out the rhythm
Mm-hmm.
and automatically sync the video clips to it.
In real time. Yeah.
It's almost like magic
It's amazing how far we've come.
compared to how we used to do it.
And it's not just about hitting those, like, main beats.
Right.
These platforms are designed to make sure that everything in the video feels connected to the music.
Yeah.
So you've got the special effects, the transitions between scenes, even the little movements within the video.
Yeah.
It's all synchronized with the music.
In a way that feels natural.
In a way that feels natural. Yeah, exactly.
Like it's all meant to be together.
Right. And Freebeat.ai in particular, it's
Yeah.
really focused on creating that seamless visual experience.
And speaking of things being together,
Yeah.
there's also the whole smart editing aspect,
Right.
which isn't just about getting everything in time.
Yeah.
It's also about how the whole video flows together.
Absolutely. The structure and the flow are so important. And AI algorithms are now so smart that they can actually analyze your raw video footage
Wow.
and figure out the best way to arrange those clips.
So it's like suggesting the most effective way to tell your story.
Yeah, basically it's like having an AI editor who can give you feedback on your narrative.
It's incredible.
It is, and it goes even deeper than that.
How so?
Well, the AI can also analyze the mood and the tempo of the music itself.
Oh, wow. So it's not just about the rhythm, but also like the feeling.
Exactly. This is called dynamic scene matching,
Okay.
and it's pretty amazing.
How so?
Well, tools like Freebeat.ai can tell if a song is like high energy and upbeat,
Yeah.
or if it's more mellow and reflective,
Right.
and then it automatically adjusts things like the lighting, the colors, and even the types of transitions that are used,
Wow.
so that everything matches the mood of the music.
So it's like the AI is a visual director,
Yeah, you could think of it that way.
making sure that the visuals are in sync, not just with the beat,
Right.
but with the entire feeling of the song.
The whole emotional landscape. Yeah.
Wow. And then we have the visual enhancements themselves,
Right.
the special effects and the filters.
Yeah, this is where AI can really make a video look professional.
Wow.
Because instead of you having to manually try out a bunch of different effects
Yeah.
and figure out where they'll look best,
Right.
AI can actually suggest and even apply things like lighting flares,
Okay.
slow motion sequences, and color adjustments.
Wow.
And it's all designed to make the video look more polished.
And in the articles we were reading,
Yeah.
they were really highlighting how easy it is to use these effects in platforms like Freebeat.ai.
Yeah, it's really user-friendly.
But it's not just a bunch of pre-made effects, right?
No, not at all. AI can actually help you create your own unique visual style.
How so?
Well, through deep learning, AI can generate custom filters and color palettes
Okay.
that are specifically designed for the mood and atmosphere that you're going for in your video.
Wow. So it's like having a personal stylist for your music video.
Yeah, kind of. And Freebeat.ai is really good at this.
Yeah.
It gives creators the tools to develop their own signature visual brand.
So it's not just about using the same old effects that everyone else is using.
Right. It's about creating something unique and memorable.
So we've talked about all the amazing things that AI can do.
Uh-huh.
But what does this actually mean for someone who wants to create a music video?
Well, the benefits are pretty huge.
Like what?
Well, first of all, it makes the whole production process way more efficient
Okay.
because AI is taking over a lot of those manual editing tasks.
Yeah.
It means you can create a professional looking video in way less time.
We're talking about potentially saving hours and hours of editing time, right?
And absolutely.
And this isn't just good for people who are making videos on their own.
No, the articles also talked about how AI can make collaboration easier
Okay.
because a lot of these AI powered tools are cloud based,
Yeah.
which means that teams can work on projects together from anywhere in the world.
That's really cool.
It is. And on top of the speed and efficiency, there's also a real improvement in the quality of the final video.
Okay. How so?
Well, the precision and accuracy that AI brings to editing means that even if you're new to video creation,
Yeah.
you can still make something that looks really polished and professional.
So no more like slightly offbeat matches or jumpy transitions.
No, AI takes care of all that.
Which is great because it makes music video creation accessible to way more people.
Exactly. It lowers the barrier to entry.
And it sounds like AI can actually help with the creative process
Oh,
too,
yeah.
in ways that we might not expect.
It can definitely spark creativity.
How's that?
Well, by suggesting new angles, different ways to arrange the shots, and even new ways to tell the story.
Oh yeah.
AI can actually help creators think outside the box.
So it can lead to those like aha moments where you suddenly see your project in a whole new light.
Exactly, and that's really powerful.
It is, so for anyone listening who's like, okay, this all sounds amazing, but where do I even start?
Right.
The articles we were looking at kept mentioning Freebeat.ai.
Yeah.
So what makes that platform so special in this whole AI-driven music video revolution?
Well, from what we've read, Freebeat.ai is really leading the charge in making these AI innovations accessible to everyone.
Okay.
They have a bunch of free features that are specifically designed for beginners and independent artists.
Yeah.
So you don't have to spend a ton of money to get started.
That's great.
Yeah, and their whole approach is to make the editing experience really intuitive and user-friendly.
Yeah.
Even if you've never edited a video before, you can still create something that looks really good.
So it's a great way to dip your toes in the water without having to make a big commitment.
Exactly. Try it before you buy it, kind of thing.
But what if you're not a beginner?
Well, Freebeat.ai has something for everyone.
Okay.
They also have advanced features that are designed for professionals who need more control over their projects.
So you can scale up as your skills and your needs grow.
That's the idea. You don't want to outgrow your tools. So it's great that Freebeat.ai has options for both beginners and more experienced creators.
And I think there was something in the articles about it being able to work with other software too.
Yeah, they talked about how Freebeat.ai can integrate with other professional editing programs.
So you don't have to completely change your whole workflow.
Right, you can just add the AI features of Freebeat.ai to your existing setup.
That's really cool.
It's all about giving creators flexibility and choice.
So for someone who's listening and maybe thinking about trying out different AI tools, what are the main things they should keep in mind when choosing one?
Well, the articles had some really good advice on this.
Okay.
The first thing is to think about what your needs are and what your skill level is.
Right.
If you're just starting out a user-friendly platform, like Freebeat.ai is probably a good place to begin.
Yeah.
But if you're a more experienced editor, you might want a tool that gives you more customization options.
Makes sense.
And of course, budget is always going to be a consideration.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The articles pointed out that free tools like Freebeat.ai can be more than enough for a lot of people.
Right.
But if you need more specialized features, you might have to pay for them.
So it's all about finding that balance between what you need and what you can afford.
Exactly.
And I guess in the end, it comes down to how easy the tool is to use and whether it can grow with you as you take on bigger projects.
Yeah, usability and scalability are really important.
And it sounds like Freebeat.ai does a good job of balancing those two things.
Yeah, it seems to be a platform that works well for both beginners and more advanced creators.
So it's really amazing to see how AI is like completely changing the game when it comes to making music videos.
It is. It's breaking down barriers that used to make it impossible for a lot of people to create high quality videos.
Right. And platforms like Freebeat.ai are at the forefront of making AI-driven video creation a reality for so many artists.
And not just a reality, but like an accessible reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So think about this. What other creative fields that used to be really complex and expensive could be transformed by AI in the future?
It's a really interesting question to consider.
What new kinds of art might we see as these AI tools get even better and easier to use?
It's exciting to think about the possibilities.
It really is. So we encourage you to explore these technologies and see where they might take your own creativity.
Absolutely.
Thanks for diving deep with us.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
See you then.